What is up, y'all? Welcome back. For those of you who are new here, my name is Jen. Welcome. Look, this is my second video. The first one, if you haven't seen it yet, was all about gratitude, and I shared my experience with gratitude. Today, I wanted you guys to get to know me a little bit more, so I put a little questions box on my Instagram. If you don't follow me, go check it out at JENFITNESS. And you guys sent some questions, so I'm going to answer them today. It's going to be quick, it's going to be short, but I just want you guys to get to know me a little bit better. So let's dive into this. I'm so excited. Let's start with an easy one. This one says, where are you and your family from? So both my parents were born in Jalisco, Mexico. I was born here in LA, born and raised, very proud Mexican American. This next one, is Drew one of your favorite people ever? Yes, you are, Drew Berry. I hope you're watching this because this is quite a shout out. Okay, next one says, if you couldn't live in the city where you live now, where would you live and or what state? Honestly, I love living in LA. I've never lived anywhere outside of California. I've traveled to different states, to different countries. Nothing has my heart the way LA does, so I'm hoping it never comes down to the fact that I can't live here because your girl has no response. Sorry. LA all day. All right, so next one says, where did you do your undergrad? So I actually went to UC Irvine, double majored in cognitive psychology and social ecology, and then minored in Spanish. Next one says, is this where you thought you'd be when you were in high school? That's a good question. And I think I'm gonna say no. In high school, I was so young and learning not only about myself but about life, learning about what I enjoyed, what I needed for myself and for my relationships. I actually also started UC Irvine as pre-med, so in high school I really wanted to be a pediatrician, and obviously that's not where I ended up. So no, I did not see myself being here, especially doing this, like doing YouTube. I will say though, I've always been athletic and just loved health and fitness. So me doing this and having my Instagram to be able to do that, yes. So kind of. In ways, yes and no. Okay, so biggest fitness inspo when you started and now and why? I've been thinking about this one so much, and I'm gonna be honest, it's so challenging because I'm trying to remember what the fitness world was like when I first started. I grew up playing sports my entire life. All of high school, I really just focused on volleyball, and I played volleyball year round at school and in club. And I started going to the gym summer going into college because I knew I wasn't gonna play as competitively for volleyball. I did play club my first year. So at that time, I don't know how many people were doing fitness stuff. So my inspo at the time, I guess, I don't know if there's one person when I first started, but I know that the body type that I wanted, I just wanted to be skinny. And I just I ate I just wanted to be the skinniest person in the world, and it wasn't healthy, and I'm definitely not inspired by those goals anymore. So now I would say my fitness inspos, and they've been these people for a minute now, Whitney Simmons, Chrissy Chella, Danielle Wilson, because they're such beautiful and strong women, and I think their perspective on health and fitness is very much about living a balanced lifestyle and loving yourself throughout the process and just being an athlete, just very well-rounded people. And so I think the fitness world needs more of that, and I think we are kind of moving towards that direction of training for your health rather than training for your physique. So those are my inspirations now, and that's kind of why I think exercise and fitness should be something that you do because it helps you feel good, because it makes you happy, because it makes you a better person, not because you feel like you have to be a certain weight or a certain size. I haven't weighed myself in probably 2 years, and I've never been happier, and I've never been stronger. And so I think those three girls that I follow, those three women that I follow, kind of have that same mindset in the sense of fitness is about life and it's about joy, and kind of seeing that perspective. So yeah. All right, this one says, do you have a diet, and if so, what diet do you follow? I have a seafood diet. I eat it. I'm just kidding. But seriously, I don't diet. I personally feel that the word diet has a very negative connotation because it sounds very restrictive. So my diet now is very much intuitive eating. I don't track anything anymore. I just don't feel like that is sustainable for me and my lifestyle. I want to be able to go out to eat and enjoy it without feeling guilty because trust me, one time I went out to eat with my friends and I ordered celery sticks. Celery sticks, okay? You guys, it wasn't healthy. Where I am now, this is why I don't believe in dieting, because I think just dieting can be so restricting. Obviously, if you need to diet for yourself, for your health, for whatever reason, do it. Do what works for you. For me personally, I found that dieting has actually made me unhappy and hasn't supported my health goals at all. Okay, so a couple people asked this one. When did you know you wanted to become a therapist? So as I mentioned earlier, like I started college pre-med route. I wanted to be a pediatrician, switched to psychology my second year. I think at that time I still didn't know exactly what I wanted to do with psychology, but I found it so fascinating. So I think by like junior year, like end of junior year, early senior year, which by the way, my senior year, because I graduated early, my senior year was 2 months long. But I think around that time, that's when I really realized I wanted to be a therapist. After I graduated, I went to travel for a little bit, and then I worked as an ABA therapist for about a year, and then I actually wanted to do a little bit more like mental health outside of just working with kids with autism, because I felt like I wanted to just explore a little bit more the world of mental health. So then I ended up working at an inpatient psychiatric hospital for a little over a year. That was quite an experience. I'm forever grateful for that experience. I learned so much. I met so many amazing people. Working in the hospital really confirmed for me what I wanted to do. So while I was working at the hospital, I actually ended up applying to get my master's and then starting my master's program near the end of my time at the hospital. So yeah, I think there was a couple moments along the way where I just really realized like, this is for me, this is what I want to do, this is what I'm meant to do. So I don't know if there was exactly one moment where I was like, I need to be a therapist, but there's been a couple, and there's even moments now where I'm like, yep, this is it. And there's also moments where I'm like, I'm tired, but that's with any job. I love what I do, and I'm so glad. So this one says, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Married, kids, etc. In 5 years, I just want to be happy. I want to be licensed as a therapist. I want to continue working out. Do I see myself being married and having kids? I would love that. I don't know what that timeline looks like, and I don't want to put a timestamp on it. So whatever God's plan is, that's what I'm excited for. So final question says, tips for waking up early and being productive as soon as possible. Okay, so this actually starts during your nighttime routine. So in order to like wake up early and be productive, it helps so much to have a bedtime routine. So what that looks like for me is I get off work. Obviously we're working from home right now. Put my stuff away. I eat dinner, do my skincare routine, lay out my workout clothes, plan my workout, and honestly I'm in bed around 9 o'clock. I want to also add in that I am such a morning person. So this bedtime routine really just supplements the fact that I wake up with energy. Like I wake up ready to go. But if you have a challenging time like waking up early and being productive, I will say it really starts at night. Having structure and having a routine at night will really set you up for success in the morning. So try that, set your alarm, make a list of the things you want to do, plan your workout, plan your outfit, do what you got to do for the next day to minimize any barriers in the morning or like remove any possible excuses to prevent you from being productive. All right, y'all, that is it for all the questions. Thank you so much for sending the questions in. Thank you so much for watching. And if you did like this video, please give it a like, thumbs up, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Leave a comment below on what videos you guys want to see. That's it. Bye, y'all.